Hi Aquarius, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter April 2018 Tarot reading. Now I'd like to thank Christian Kaiser for that amazing nature video that was called How Wolves Change Rivers. Now you have an incredibly interesting spread here, and only one bad card in the whole deal. Now the rune that you received is Kenaz. When I'm playing around with the cards, I always call it the big Kenaz. But it means enlightenment, knowledge, discernment, and I think most importantly, the keys to the kingdom here is understanding. Now you received the Fool for the overall energy card, and you have understanding enough to know that it's time for you to take a new journey in your life. Make some new discoveries in your little microcosm and find out how you fit into this whole big bad world. The Fool is spiritus, the breath or spirit of life. When any being is coming into, even in the occult or within religion, it's always the breath that gives life. But here you're waking up and you're wondering now what the mysteries of your life are all about. And you want to take your first steps towards discovering them. You want to learn, you want to change, you want to earn. Now I want you to note that you received 2 star cards, which is your card in the tarot deck. But if there is another card, it is the Fool card because it's governed by Uranus. And Uranus is your planet, the planet of unexpected, of expansiveness. Expansiveness of the higher mind. This goes with the old Buddhist adage of time is not counted, but experienced, because that's what the Fool wants. He wants to experience life now. They always say that innocence is the doorway leading to experience. So I guess it's time, to acquire a little bit of experience. You have that already, but not in some categories, and we have to walk down those paths sometimes to learn new things. Now the little card next to the Fool card is what I call a Minciati card, and it's an accompaniment card to the tarot deck. I put together 29 accompaniment cards, and you received Infinity. Now there's all kinds of virtues, all 12 zodiac signs covered, all the senses, all the elements, ether, chaos. But really the key to this Minciati is the Infinity card. -0 is what I call it. And it's a rebirth and death card. It's a mortality card. It's a immortality card. It's boundless. It's never ending, it's eternal, it's timeless. And I equate that to love. Now this Infinity card is connected to the Magician and the Star card on the bottom left there for what you know. The Magician knows a lot. He's taking the energy from the cosmos and bringing it down to Earth. He's reformulating ideas into substance. The Magician says that you have infinite potential, and he gives you all the tools you need to achieve your goals. Now the Fool card is 0, The Infinity card is -0, and the Magician is 1. It's going through a progression here, saying now it's time to start something new. The Fool is an innocent itinerant. And here the first person that he meets is the Magician, and he's teaching him about earthly things. And the unification of opposing forces of heaven and earth, yin and yang. Now, Magician wants you to channel your powers, but a key to the Magician is using communication. Because he swings his wand back and forth and goes abracadabra, and it's what is said is what is done. So now whatever you decide to do, you're going to make it look so easy that it's going to look like magic. And the Star card there is putting a beacon on what goals that you want. It's shining a light on what goals that you want to acquire. This is a card about hope and healing. The fog is dissipating, and all of a sudden you have cosmic understanding. You're looking towards the future. The lamp is glowing by your feet. This is like a beacon, a lighthouse, bringing you into a safe mooring. This card brings in optimistic opportunities. And with the Magician card there, it'll bring it into a reality. Positive prospects for fruition. Dante used the star to find his way out of the inferno of what he considered hell. And he even got a glimpse of heaven. This card is like double energy for Aquarius, for instilling inspiration, regeneration, and joy. This card can be a signpost for a guardian of some sort. Somebody you knew that is now deceased. Somebody from a past life. A deceased master that's assisting you in your path. Now, if you look at it right now, you've received all major arcana cards up to this point. The Fool, the Magician, and the Star. But it can't stay that way, because the cards in the center for what is or can be yours receive the Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Now, the Five of Pentacles is a very challenging card. It's usually that you're bankrupt emotionally or physically. Something just didn't turn out right, and you're still wandering and searching and looking. I think you've lost your spiritual self, or you will be if you're not careful. Now, the King of Wands is there because he usually puts you through a gauntlet to make sure you're prepared for your next path. He's not going to allow you to go forward without that. He's fire energy. He's spirit. The King is there to help you with your long-term goals. But right now with this Five of Pentacles there, your perspective is off. Now the funny thing is the cards next door to that, to the Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands, is the Star card again and the Two of Wands. It's giving you hope again. You have to recover yourself. You were embarking on something new. You had the Magician. Hope and healing was there, and all of a sudden you kind of went into a depression. Or maybe you were lacking confidence. But that's okay. The Star card's there again, and with the Two of Wands, it's saying that you're making some new plans. You're seeking balance. You're seeking some type of partnership. You're willing to wait. It's like Pandora. Hope was in the bottom of the box, or actually a jar, in all the detritus of the world. You know, you have to have the good with the bad. You just have to overcome the bad with the good. Now, the future cards is the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the World card. You're coming to the end of a cycle. How wonderful. And here it is, the Ace of Pentacles is a new pentacle beginning. It's giving you a pentacle and offering the potential for more, if you're willing to have the confidence and hope and do the hard work to find it. The King of Pentacles as well, too, the CEO of that suit. He's there to acquire the knowledge and experience to make money, make success, have career success. It's kind of like you skip from the beginning to the end of the movie with the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. But then you have the Hanged Man. This is a timeout card. This is a card about discovering yourself, but having sacrifice involved in it. This is about the Tao Wu Wei concept. Effortless doing. If something's really hard and it takes a whole bunch of work, sometimes it's just not worth it. And you have to discern that. But here you have the World card. You went all the way through the major arcana cards and even through the Judgment card. And I have to add that I think the Judgment card has come up probably at least 4 times in the other readings. But you skipped through that too, and you're into the World card. You earned, you learned, and now you're going to acquire. This is the completion card, so you went a whole revolution around from the Fool to completion. So it looks like you're going to be acquiring some things and completing some things with some financial rewards and some spiritual rewards and some physical, personal rewards of doing a good job. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.